shoulder-length hair was pressed straight. She wore a blue and turquoise wrap blouse and a pair of black jeans with blue suede pumps. She held a small diamond up to one ear and a gold quarter-inch wide hoop earring near the other. "That shirt is cran for those hoops," Nadine Booth said before I could say, "Where the studs?" Both women were flashier than me, so it should have come as no surprise that the big gold hoops got both their votes. Reggie was a general surgeon, and she'd taken on the role of coroner after the last one. Tom Jones had been arrested for murder. And attempted murder. Mine. I stifled a shiver as goosebumps raised on my arms. I hated even thinking about Tom. But since his trial was going to start in 6 weeks, he'd been on my mind a lot. I'd been grilled upside down and sideways by the prosecuting attorney in preparation for my testimony. I still can't believe Tom had recanted his confession. It made me sick to think about how he'd nearly killed me. Nadine put her hand on my shoulder. "Earth to Lily, where'd you go there, sweetie?" She brushed her luminous brown hair off her shoulder, the LED lighting from Reggie's mirror making her pale green eyes glow. At that moment, she reminded me of a shifter. I shook off the sudden melancholy and forced a smile. "Nowhere." Both women gave me a skeptical look. "I'm fine. Really." Reggie's daughter, Cece, was graduating from Moonrise High School in a few weeks. Nadine and I both agreed to go with her since it would be the first time she'd have to see her ex-jerkface since the divorce 1 year earlier. I had planned on attending anyways because Addie Newton, a teenager who volunteered at the shelter, was also graduating. Addie had a shaky past, but over the past several months, he'd proven himself to be a really great kid. The fact that he reminded me of my younger brother, Danny, only added to my fondness. "How do I look?" Reggie asked. "You look beautiful," I said. "And you're going to be drop-dead gorgeous at the graduation, and that ex of yours will have no choice but to eat his heart out." Reggie snorted. "That would require him to have a heart." The middle-aged doctor was only 7 years older than me, which put her in her early 40s. My non-human status made me look a lot younger. Still, Reggie's fine lines gave her a grace I wish I had. I blinked when I realized her grace wasn't the only thing I envied. I also wished I was human. It would certainly make my life less complicated. Reggie smoothed down her already smooth hair. "I'm nervous about seeing David." She leaned toward her mirror and wiped the bottom right corner of her lip in a move to fix her burgundy lipstick that didn't need fixing. "I moved all the way across the state to get away from him. If he looks at you cross-eyed, I'll throat punch him." I gave her a feral smile. Nadine nodded. "And if he gives you any trouble, I'll show him how effective a taser is in controlling unruly ex-husbands." Reggie laughed. "I'm simultaneously grateful and afraid that you two are my friends." Nadine bumped her shoulder against Reggie's. "We love you too." Both Reggie and Nadine helped to make life bearable, especially since Parker had built the wall of silence between us. He and I had been close before he found out about my dual nature, so the lack of contact was deeply painful. We kept our conversations short, sweet, and mostly business-related. I missed having coffee and toast with him in the mornings. I missed the occasional spaghetti dinner he would make for me. But most of all, I just missed him. Sure, I saw him almost every day, but his emotional withdrawal made me ache. "Who are you thinking about?" Nadine asked. "What makes you think I'm thinking about someone?" "You have a wistful look." The young deputy narrowed her eyes at me. "Almost pinin'." "I don't pine," I said, irritated at how easy I was to read. "You really have the look down pat for someone who doesn't pine," Reggie said. I stood up. "You two got your signals crossed is all." I grabbed my purse. "Are we going to Dally's Tavern, or are we staying here like a bunch of clucking hens ready to lay eggs?" Nadine laughed. "People are going to start mistaking you for a local if you keep talking like that. I can't wait to tell Buzz what you said." I gave her a wry look. "Who do you think taught me the line?" Reggie grabbed her purse. "Well, I for one have no intention of laying eggs. Let's get out of here before we start molting." Dally's Tavern and Grill on State Street was packed.